Sup guys, it's Kuzu, and I figured with a Dire Maul coming out very soon, I would make a quick guide on your rogue previous gear and how to get it, where to get it. So there's a little bit of some changes with some pieces that you can get improved in Dire Maul and some better pieces and some things that are easier to farm. So I figured I would make like a quick video going through all the items, the enchants, where to get them, the quests you need to do, and everything basically. So the first item you're gonna be getting is the headpiece, which is the Mask of the Unforgiven. It drops off of the Unforgiven boss in Strat Undead. You can do it very easily. You can actually two-man it as well. If you're two rogues, you can stealth through it. You can run through, you can just kill them really fast. It's one of 3 drops. Alternatively, if you don't want to get that, you can get the Eye of Rend, which is from BIS, Rend Blackhand. Drops fairly often, pretty easy to get as well, and you're farming your Del Rends while you're doing that as well. So that's like a multi thing. Though the Mask of the Unforgiven is a little bit better thanks to the 2% hit and the crit you get off of it. And hit is very valuable, since you do need to have 8.6% hit for your yellow hit cap. The next piece you want to get is the Mark of Fordring, 26 attack power, 1% crit. It's from a big quest chain in Eastern Plaguelands from Tyrion Fordring. You gotta go around, kill a bunch of enemies, kill a bunch of mobs, loot their stuff, go into Stratholme, get like a painting, go back out, and you finish the quest chain in Western Plaguelands by a quest called In Dreams. The quest takes quite a while to do. You can do it while you're questing, while you're leveling up your character, and you'll get it. It's a really good necklace. Alternatively, if you don't want to do this entire quest chain, you could go through BRD, kill the last boss, you get the Imperial Jewel. It's a little bit less crit, a little bit more attack power, and you get some stamina. Though Mark of Fordring is purely better for DPS, Imperial Jewel is a little bit better for pure just PvP as well. It's a good overall item, basically. For your shoulders, you want to get the True Strike shoulders, which are 2% hit and 24 attack power. They drop off the Pyro God Emberseer in UBRS. It's a pretty low drop rate. You're gonna have to probably run it like quite a few times, but you need that dungeon for some other items as well. So, and with a good group, it's really easy to run, so you should be fine with that one. But really good item, lots of hit on it, attack power. It's like a glass cannon thing, but it's good for PvE basically. Next, the cape you want to get is the Cape of the Black Baron, which drops off Baron Rivendare with a around 15% drop rate, somewhere around that. It's pretty good. 15 agility, 20 attack power. It's actually one of the best capes you can get until like Blackwing Lair, or we get our World Dragons, the Poseidon cape from Asurgos. Basically all you would want in a cape for raid DPS. The next piece you want to pick up is the Cadaver's Armor from Scholomance. There's like 6 bosses, I believe, in a big Koro in the end, and they all have like a slight chance of dropping a different little blue item. One of them that you want is the Cadaver's Armor. It has 8 strength, 8 agility, and a fuck ton of attack power on it. This thing will boost your damage by a lot, and it's really good. You should definitely get this as soon as you can. It's super good. Alternatively, if you can't get the Cadaver's Armor, you just can't get it to drop, or you don't want to farm Scholomance that much, you can get the Night Brace Tunic from Solakar Flame Wreath. He is the dragon boss in the Leroy Jenkins room at UBRS. You can go there. It's 50 attack power and 5 agility. You lose a little bit of damage, but it's still pretty fucking good. And it's pretty easy to farm actually. It's super fast because you're going to be doing some runs anyway from your True Strike shoulders and your Del Rends. So the bracers that you would like is called the Bracers of the Eclipse, 9 stamina and 10 agility, 24 attack power. They drop off the Prince Tortildrin, I believe it's called, in Dire Maul West after you free that big beast for the Warlock quest and all that jazz, and you kill the last boss. And he drops some nice juicy bracers. If you don't want to get those and you don't have time or something else, you can get the Deep Free Bracers. They are a good alternative, but they are nowhere near as close. These bracers from Dire Maul are crazy good. You should definitely get those. For your gloves and for your pants, you would want the Devil Sword set. So you gotta get into the creator, you gotta get into the jungle, farm some Devil Swords, buy them on the auction house, do some stuff like that. They are the best you can get until you get some tier 1, some tier 2, some Bloodfang, some Night Slayer. You definitely want to get this shit, dude. It's so good. The hit you get on it, the crit, the attack power, just everything is such a good set. It's really good, and you cannot get anything better than this before raid. It's gonna cost you a little bit, or it's gonna take you some time to farm the Devil Swords, but they're definitely worth the investment. So for your build, you have 2 options, whether or not you want to go dagger or you want to go swords. If you decide to go swords, you can get the Cloudrunner's Girdle, which drops from Quartermaster Secrets in Lower Blackrock Spire. If you're 2 rogues, you can stealth all the way in and you can actually 2-man him, or you can get a group for it, you can run through LBRS and you can get yourself a nice build. It's 15 agility, 14 strength. If you decide to go dagger, you can get the Mugger's build, which drops off of Captain Crumcrosh. He's the second to last boss in Dire Maul North. Increases your dagger skill by 5, 16 stamina, and 1% crit. Super good. The dagger skill will make you hit more, need less hit for your gear. Daggers are super fun, and they're a little bit more viable now that Dire Maul comes out, especially for pre-BIS, since you can have some more dagger items and some belts and some offhand, which are really nice. So daggers are more viable now, which is super cool. So for your boots, you want to get the Swiftwalker boots, which drop off of the last boss in BRD, Princess Moira Bronzebeard. She's like a little side ad, like a priest healer for the last boss after you do the torch room. Optionally, if you don't want to get those, or if you have been grinding them and they haven't dropped, you want to get something optional, you can get the Pads of the Dreadwolf, which drop off of a Helicon in LBRS. They are right next to Quartermaster Secrets, so you want to farm your Cloudrunner Girdle, you can kill the Helicon as well, and you get both items at the same time, basically. So boots are pretty simple to get, they're pretty fast, you don't really have to farm that long to get them, and it's a nice free item, basically. For your rings, it's pretty straightforward. With Dire Maul being out, Tarnished Elven Ring, 15 agility, 1% hit is the best you can get. They're not unique, so you can get 2 of them. Really fucking good rings, so much crit, so much attack power, and 2 hit from both rings, basically, like combined together. So to get a Tarnished Elven Ring, you've got to get the Gordok Tribute, which is achieved by doing what is called a Tribute Run in Dire Maul North. So what you want to do is you want to go into Dire Maul North with your group, and you wanna basically only kill the last boss. So you skip every single boss apart from the last one, and you kill him. You get yourself a chest after you talk to a little caster guy at the end, and you open the chest, and there's a chance of the Tarnished Elven Ring being inside. That's basically it. And it can be a little bit rough at the beginning, but it's a pretty fun little thing. It's a pretty unique way of doing a dungeon, and I kind of like it actually. While you're leveling, you could have gotten yourself a Blackstone Ring. This is a nice alternative if you don't want to have 2 Tarnished Elven Rings. You get a little bit of stamina as well. You get it from Princess Theradras. Maybe you did a Maraudon run, maybe you went through that, killed her, got yourself a ring. Still pre-BIS, still really good, though 2 Tarnished Elven Rings is still better. For your first trinket, you want to get your Hand of Justice, which has a slight chance to gain you a little extra swing and some attack power. You get this by killing General Angoforge inside of BRD. He has a pretty low drop chance on it. I personally killed him around 30, maybe 40 times for the drop. And you're actually able to do this as 2 people if you play a rogue or you have a druid. You can stealth in, you can duo him, you can kill him like that. And for your second trinket, you want to get the Black Hand's Breadth, which you get from a long quest chain, which eventually leads you into UBRS to kill General Jakisath. It starts for Horde with a quest called Warlord's Command in Kargath. Your ranged weapon will be Satyr's Bow. You get this by killing a Satyr called Severin Thornhoof in Dire Maul East. 3 agility, 1% hit. You can farm this super easy. You can actually do this with just 2 people by doing Dire Maul East jump runs. So you go inside the dungeon, you jump down into the little Lashu rooms, you go out some stairs, and you kill the boss. He's super straightforward, super easy, and it's a fast ass weapon to get. Super fucking fast. And finally, for the juicy part of the whole thing, the weapons. So if you go swords, your best option will be getting the Dalren's duo set from UBRS. Rend, Black Hand, he has a chance of dropping both. The offhand is a little bit higher than the main hand. They'll take you quite a few runs to get, but they're definitely worth it. The combo gives you 50 plus attack power, really fucking big damage. It's really big. Alternatively, if you do not want to farm the Dalrens, or if you're unlucky, or if your RNG is like never fucking lucky, you can go get yourself a Crow Plate. You can buy it on the auction house, anywhere between 100 to 300 gold, depending on your server and the market, and etc, etc. You can get your Thrash Blade from Princess Theradras in Maraudon. And the offhand, you can get a sword called Mira Song from Skolomans. It's a little quest chain. You can do it in basically 1 dungeon if your group is compatible, and they're they know what they're doing basically. The best option for your previous dagger weapons is probably Phil Striker in your main hand, though Phil Striker is a super rare drop from Rend Black Hand, so I don't recommend going in and trying to farm that. Heartseeker is your best bet. It is quite expensive to craft though, as you see by the mats. But if you want to get pre-best daggers and you want to get the best you can get, this is your best option because it has the highest weapon damage, strength, and some crit on it. For your offhand, you want to go get a distracting dagger from Prince Tortildren, which is a boss in Dire Maul West, the last boss basically. He is a night elf. You kill him after you free the big warlock summoning pit mount, and that is basically it for all your previous guys. Phase 2 Dire Maul brings a lot of interesting stuff, lots of really cool previous stuff, lots of interesting gold farms. It's gonna be pretty much game changing for a lot of stuff. So I thought I would make a little video on explaining the rogue pre-biz, how to farm it, where to get it, which kind of changes there are, and basically stuff like that. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Leave a like, comment, all that shit. I would appreciate that a lot. And see you guys in the next one. Okay.